So, welcome to the live stream and recording, if you're watching this later on YouTube, of the hatching of the live sea monkey eggs. Now remember, today we're not going to necessarily see very much, only because they are so darn tiny when they hatch that even for me looking at the tank right here, it's going to be pretty much impossible to see them on the very first day. Sometimes by the second day, 24 hours later, you can see them actually as those little dots I was describing yesterday, kind of jumping around. But even then, it's going to be a little bit more difficult. I'm expecting that's going to be sometime within the next couple of days that I'm able to see them clearly, and as I do some video shots for you, hopefully eventually you'll be able to see them as well. So let's get to where we actually will show these wonderful little guys getting hatched. So still the same tank, going with the second pouch now of instant live eggs. Remember, these ones, this part of it is essentially the eggs as well as a little bit of starter food for the little critters in these first few days. Only again because they don't need a lot of food when they're born. Still looks pretty much like salt, so there's kind of like a substrate in there, some stuff to hold the eggs. The eggs themselves are going to be little microscopic things. So pour them in, give it a couple of flicks to make sure that we're getting as much in there as possible, and give them a stir. So same idea as yesterday. We give them a good stir. You can see that probably that the water has turned a little bit greenish now. That's because there is that little bit of algae. Now, at this point, the first eggs will actually be hatching, because it pretty much happens instantaneous. As soon as they hit the water, that's a done deal. They start hatching. So just keep on stirring. I'm trying to get as much of that stuff that's at the bottom, the little flaky bits that are kind of more chunky, to dissolve. And we should be just about there. Okay, there we go. That is the stirred up sea monkeys. And although we won't be seeing much of anything at all possibly yet, I will turn on the incredible aqualight. There we go, as it illuminates everything. And yeah, right now it looks like sort of murky greenish water. Okay. And I'm looking in it to see if I see any of those little telltale dots. And I'm not seeing anything in motion yet. Nothing that I can visibly see. You know, there's some bubbles going around and some other junk in the water, but nothing that is that's doing the telltale sea monkey against the current sort of walk or swim, because that's what you're always looking for, is the sea monkeys themselves will be swimming against the current. That's what you're always watching for. So what I'll be doing is posting quick little videos each day to show you the updates of where they are, and if you have any questions, you can certainly ask me.